Today, Kevin and I are going to be making some chili. We're going to be using this original 6-gun chili mix-ins and the 6-gun Chipotle chili mix-ins. These were sent to us from Daniel. So what you need for each one is you need 2 pounds of ground beef. So we have that for each one. You need a can of diced tomatoes. Beans are optional, so we do not have beans here because you can add beans if you want, but you don't have to. And you also need a cup of water for each one of these. So what are we going to do first?
Okay, so these are made exactly the same way. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get your cup of water. Slide these back out of the back. And it says there's 2 brown pouch. It says add the large chili mix pouch to 1 cup of water. So that's for this one. I'm not gonna do that. I was going to do that, but I'm afraid I'm going to cut the pouches if I do that. Yeah, okay. Bunches of little pouches of seasonings right there. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the brown. Add the large chili mixing pouch. Okay, so we're going to add this to water. So I just got my cup of water. I'm just going to pour it right in. We just got it in the measuring cup, which Tammy thought of was genius. I was going to get bowls and everything, and she goes, just put it in the measuring cup. Duh. Never even thought about that. Okay, and then this one says add the 2 large brown patches. I mean brown patches. Pouches to the water. Not patches.
Wonder why they didn't just put it in one instead of 2.
I don't know. It's hard to say. It smells like chili powder, that's for sure. Of course, I didn't cut it all the way across.
I do that too when I'm doing like cake mixes or something, and I'll accidentally not cut it.
Make sure I cut way down.
Not cut it all the way across.
Okay. And then I'm just going to give it a quick stir, and ooh, that's thick.
Smells like pure chili powder.
It does. I guess it's to help kind of dissolve some of these before you put it in. I don't know. Because I know when we make chili, homemade chili, we just dump the seasonings in and stir it in.
I never have any clumps though.
No. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is brown the hamburger. Of course, we're gonna brown them in 2 separate pans. Drain your grease off, and then we'll be back. All right, so the next step, the hamburger's been browned and drained, and I turn a little low just to keep them warm. The next thing we're gonna do is take our diced tomatoes, and you're gonna dump the whole can in there. Juice and all, dump it all in there. That came out pretty good. And then you're going to dump your seasonings in there. So I'm going to get this one. I'm going to get the seasonings for this one. Mixed up now. Now the next point is you add the level of heat you want, basically. So this is the original, and it's a little package of like pepper mix, and it says if you want family style, you do this. Unopened, just wave it across it and say you put it in there. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna add a little bit at least. I'm gonna add, I don't know. I don't like mine super hot, but I like a little, what, about a third maybe? That's about a third. And we'll mix it in really good. I'll mix it in better here in just a second. And then the other one is the Chipotle one. It basically says for family friendly, it's a much smaller package. It says for family friendly, do a half. And then for, if you like it medium heat, do the whole thing. And if you want really hot, add cayenne pepper to it, your own pepper to it. So I'm just gonna dump the whole thing in there. Because we like a good cayenne pepper kind of flavor. And let me give this one a good stir. And there's also a packet of, I'm assuming it's cornmeal or flour or something like that. It's a white packet. I'll show you here in just a second. I'm going to add it to one of these. This one seems to have most of the liquid in it, so I'm going to add it to this one. I'm not going to do the original. And it looks like this. It's just a little package of white powder. Like I said, it's probably cornstarch or flour or something like that.
So this step is optional?
This step is optional. This is only if you want it thicker.
Okay.
So that's what I'm thinking. We'll try it both ways. One with, one without. And that way you can see kind of the textures, the consistency you get, because they've both been made the same way. Yeah, so I'm going to let this simmer. Both of them need to simmer for at least half an hour, and I'll be back when they're done. Okay, here they are. This one is the original, and then we have the Chipotle one, which I added the thickener to here. I'm going to spoon them out so you can see exactly how thick these are. So I just got a spoon and a bowl. You can see that one's pretty, got quite a bit of liquid still in them. It's not a real watery chili though, I do have to say. It's very chunky, so that's good for that one. And then, let me put this spoon in that bowl. And this one is quite a bit thicker. I mean, like thick. You can see there's not as much moisture, and it's kind of got almost a white texture to it, or white coloring to it. Very thick.
So the first one we're going to try, of course, is the original 6-gun chili mix-ins. No gluten ingredients, it says. These are made in Tucker, Georgia. 2.5 tablespoons of the powder, of course, is 70 calories.
Which doesn't do anything for you.
No, because
it tells you nothing.
Yes, exactly. So these, this man started in San Angelo, Texas. So a long time ago. So here we go, just original.
Now remember, I added about a third to half of that seasoning mix for the spice. It's a little hot, not super hot, not like kill you hot, but at the back of your throat, it's a little kick to it.
This was the one that said just wave it over don't really put it in. Like if you want a family-friendly chili, just leave out that packet completely.
And it wouldn't have the heat.
And it wouldn't have the heat. I do like the heat.
It has that smoky chili powder flavor.
Yeah, normally with my chili, you add some Frank's hot sauce to your bowl. Right. If it were this way, you wouldn't have to add it at all.
No, just have it already in there. My only complaint, and it's not about the chili seasoning, the brand of tomatoes we bought are really big chunks. I wish they'd been a little smaller.
That's the tomato.
But yeah, that has nothing to do with the mix. I'm just saying, if you buy that same brand, just know that they're hunky tomatoes.
I had never bought those before.
Yeah,
those tomatoes before. So I mean, I think they taste good. I really do like that, and I like the level of heat. I think it has even without. Normally to my chili, I'll add some pasta to give it some thickness, just to make it go further. It goes further if you add some pasta. I also add beans, and I also add onion. So honestly, I'm not missing that either.
No, not missing the onion. I forgot you can put onion in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's good. I like that. And that is my other comment, not complaint, comment. I like to put crackers in mine because I like the flavor of the crackers. This doesn't have enough liquid to put crackers in because it would dry it out like completely.
This doesn't have much liquid in it, and this isn't the one that he added the thickener to.
Right, this is, and it looks like thick.
It's dry. You could put that on top of a hot dog.
Yeah, you could put that on a bun or something.
Now this, you could truly.
So I would probably, if it were me, I would probably add another half a cup to a cup of water to that, just to thin it out a little bit, just to make it easier to eat with crackers.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So go ahead and try this one. This is the Chipotle chili mix-in. 70 calories for 2.5 tablespoons if you care. So it's hard to, let's see.
And I added the whole package of the Chipotle.
See, this one is ground chili powder, yellow cornmeal, salt, onion powder, cumin, chipotle pepper, oregano, garlic powder. Okay.
If you get a bite with the tomato, it really adds a lot of flavor too. I definitely get that smoky, Chipotle flavor. I don't like it that thick, so I would probably not use the thickening thing.
I wouldn't use the thickener either.
It was optional, so you didn't have to use it.
And the Chipotle, you really, really, really taste Chipotle.
And it's spicy.
Yes, it is. There's some heat. My mouth is, it's not on fire.
It's not as hot as that one, the first one was.
But it's,
it's a different heat.
It's a different heat. That heat has affected me more than the original.
Oh, really?
Yes, absolutely. It is an all-over heat all around, where this one wasn't like that for me.
Right.
The Chipotle is actually hotter for me than this one.
It's more, it's not as concentrated to me. This one was more concentrated in the back of my throat. This one's more kind of evened out.
If you really, really like that Chipotle flavor, and every member in your family likes that Chipotle flavor and some heat, you'll probably want to buy this.
And dump the whole package of seasoning.
For me, my family wants original chili, and like I said, Kevin adds some Frank's Red Hot to his. I don't add that to mine, although I really like
you like the level of heat.
I like the level of heat in mine alone without having to add any more. If the whole family really wants traditional chili, then you just want to get the original.
Right. And would you put the same amount of spice in there?
Yeah.
For the adults, I probably would.
For the adults, I would. If I had kids, I wouldn't add any of that spice.
Right, yeah.
None.
Same thing with the Chipotle, though. They're saying family friendly is half of that. I don't even know that I'd put half. Or maybe just a little bit, just to add some of the flavor in there, because it is a little hot.
Your family needs to be able to tolerate some heat if you're going to add that. But the thickener, I wouldn't use that thickener at all. It's too thick, unless you're putting that on or making it like a manwich and having it between a hamburger bun.
Yeah.
Hamburger bun, that would work out perfect for that.
Yeah, because it's not going to run anywhere.
No, that would make the perfect like manwich. If you could do the same thing if you don't need a thickener, but if you did want to put it on a bun and you wanted to hold the shape better, then you could put the thickener in this one if that's your intent. For me, when I'm making chili, my intent is to have a bowl of chili and not put it between a bun.
Right. Well, my pick out of the two would be just the original.
Just the original. Yes, just the original.
I like it.
So thank you very much to Daniel for sending us these. That's something that we have never seen before and definitely would not have been on our radar.
I've seen chili fixins in like Walmart and stuff before.
But not this particular
brand.
Yeah,
I don't know if they had this brand or not. I don't think so.
No, but now that we've made it, we'll notice wherever we go, we'll notice if places have it or not. So I hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.